Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So recently I came across this analytical platform by Dune. Probably you're familiar with some charts of Dune. Probably if you read some kind of report or anything on crypto, then you see a chart with the Dune watermark or something. But what I actually wasn't aware of is that they offer a platform where you can go and query the data that they provide, like totally free. So you can draw all kinds of charts, like this one, for example, and with very simple SQL code. So if you know SQL, then you can come here and do a lot of kind of charts and dashboards with data that comes directly from the blockchain. So, for example, this is like the main page, and here there are like the most popular dashboards at the moment. For example, you can have a look then at the OpenSea key metrics, and then you'll see someone has made this dashboard with these couple of charts. Then you can go and even look at the query behind the chart, and you can copy the query, like modify it, and then kind of query your own data. And so yes, it's really cool tool, especially because it's for free, and yeah, you can use it and you can like make your own dashboard and share it with anyone. So my idea was, okay, then why not go and query some information about the OMI token. So yeah, that's what I did. But before I'm going to show it to you, just to recap for everyone that is not following maybe on Twitter, 2 weeks ago I published this video about tracking the whales, like our top collectors on Veve, and I updated this sheet with weekly data, and yeah, it's in the more or less the similar format than the previous sheet was. Here you see like all the top addresses. This is the number of collectibles they own, and here you see how many purchases they did and how many sales they did. Again, I calculated one column with a net trade balance, which is the number of purchases minus the numbers of sales, and here you have like the total for all the 100 wallets. Yeah, so go check it out. I will update it probably tomorrow, because the weeks are always from Monday to Sunday. So yeah, tomorrow I will update it, and then we'll have the data for the past week. Yeah, so let's get back to the dashboard I built. I called it OMI Tracker. So you can find it basically by going when you go to Dune and go to Discover, and then you just search for OMI Tracker. And here it is. Then you click on it. Okay, so what did I build? The first two charts are just the total wallets. So this includes all the wallets that hold at least one OMI. And this is all the layer 1 OMI currently in circulation. And then I made a table which just kind of the distribution to see, okay, how many wallets hold between 0 and 100k OMI. Between 100k and 1 million OMI, and so on, and the last one is more than 1 billion OMI. And then you have like the percentage of wallets, and this would be the sum of the OMI that is held by these wallets, and this is the percentage of OMI that this represents. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I just thought that would be quite interesting to see like how many super whales in terms of holding OMI we have. Then here I just made two charts. This one is the daily new wallets that are created, and then this chart here just is the sum of all wallets on a daily basis, where the blue is like old wallets and orange would be the newly created wallets. And then in this chart, this basically shows all the OMI stacked, and the colors refer to where the OMI is. So you have the Veve Vault, is the dark blue, the Immutable X Bridge, which is the orange, then the Veve Reserve, which is the gray area, and then all the rest of wallets would be the pink color. So, and how do I know that where the OMI comes from, or which where the OMI is? So what I did is I just went to Etherscan and I had a look at kind of all the addresses or holders of the OMI token, and some of them are actually labeled, such as the immutable X bridge, and some of them are not. So it's kind of tricky to find out which address corresponds to which wallet. But yeah, to find out which is the reserve and which is the vault, I just checked like the numbers that are on this webpage, so that they match here with these numbers, and then that's how I identified the other wallets. Some of the exchanges are labeled, but not all of them, so I kind of have a list of identified addresses. However, for example, this wallet, it might be the Bitforex, and might be the Bitmart, but these are kind of, I'm kind of unsure about it. So if there's anyone out there who knows which wallet corresponds to any of the other exchanges, or maybe to the founders or any other interesting person and wants to share it with me so we can track it, then yeah, just let me know. Yeah, so this is basically where I get the information from. And this is how I created this graph. So next, of course, what is super interesting is how much OMI do we burn. And it says here on this webpage, it says that the OMI that is burned on the immutable X layer 2 is kind of withdrawn to Ethereum and then burned there like on a weekly basis. However, what I've seen is that, yeah, it seems it's kind of weekly, but it's not very consistent. Like here we had a burn on the 12th of April, and then the next one was on the 16th of May, so there was more than 2 weeks between it. So this is, I'm not sure why it's like that, but yeah, anyway, the numbers do match. If I check with like what has been burned on the ETH layer 1 until now, it does match. If we look at the cumulative chart, which is this one, the the blue one would be the Go chain amount, which I just kind of took the number that was here, and then we have the orange would be what we are burning or what we have been burning until today. And lastly, what I checked, because I thought it's super interesting at the moment, was the OMI that is transferred to the Ascendix exchange because of the staking. So since the 18th of May, Ascendix offers staking for OMI with a 10% APY, which is super awesome. So if you weren't aware of it, go check it out. Ecomi released an article about it, and a lot of other Veve YouTubers already did a video about it, how to stake your OMIs on Ascendix. So this is really cool stuff. And yeah, as we see, since they started with the staking program, like a lot of OMIs have been transferred to the exchange. Here you see on a daily basis, and this would be the cumulative, so a total of 4.7 billion OMI were transferred to Ascendix just in those days since they introduced staking. And of course, it doesn't mean that all of this OMI was sent there to be staked. I mean, people might send their OMI to the Ascendix blockchain in order to sell their OMI or whatever. However, if we maybe check out, maybe I can show you to compare. Now, for example, move myself out of the way. So if you compare to just the beginning of the month, like the typical amount of OMI that was sent to the exchanges, you see this huge increase when they started with the staking program. So you can assume that most of this volume came because of the staking. Yeah, and that's basically it. As I said, I just recently started to play around with it a bit. And as I said, I still have to kind of investigate the different addresses and how the movement works, like especially with the layer 2 OMI and the bridge and all that. Not that familiar with that stuff. So, however, as always, if you have any feedback or if there's anything that you think of that would be super interesting to track, that we can track with the Ethereum data, blockchain data, then just let me know. Also, if you do know some of the addresses, maybe of the founders or of the team, and you say, yeah, that would be cool to track whether what they are doing, if they are accumulating, if they are selling, all that would be cool to include it as well. Yeah, that's again all that I wanted to show you today. And maybe for everyone new to my channel, I also built this dashboard, the VVX tracker, which tracks data from the immutable X layer. And here you can find data related to the daily trading volume, the unique buyers, unique sellers on Veve. Yeah, just check it out. I do have a video where I go, this one, where I explain the dashboard and what kind of data you see there, and where I get the data from and all that. Yeah, so that's everything from me today. As always, if you enjoyed the content and want to support, one way to support my channel is to just leave a like and a comment. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and see you soon.